Good morning and welcome. I'm Rashida Hemmons, founder of Sipsy Cabanas. So if you've ever had the pleasure of experiencing a poolside cabana, where you get to have that VIP experience, you feel like a king or queen. You have the premium food, the snacks, drinks. I mean, it's just a whole vibe, and it's an unforgettable experience. Well, you want to have it more often than just poolside, right? So what if you have the opportunity to have that experience at events that you're attending? So whether it's music festivals, business conferences, or even that milestone birthday. For some of us, it's 50th. For the rest of us here, it's the 21st birthday, right? As we celebrate. Well, that's what Sipsy Cabanas does. We work with event organizers to create VIP experiences planned around cabanas. It's exactly that. When you think about what a VIP experience is, we want to make sure that we enable the opportunity to have it more often. Now, when you think about why VIP experiences are just so, something that that's so sought after, it's because we love feeling exclusive. We love rewards. We love being rewarded and feeling like we are the king or queen at that moment. Think about the last time you earned that Starbucks drink through all the points. Think about the last time you've been upgraded from coach to first class, especially if you were sitting in coach and they came and got you and pulled you into first class. We love anything that's exclusive, and the more exclusive it is, the more that we want it. Well, that's what Sipsy Cabanas is about, is really delivering that VIP experience. And when you think about experiences at events, we wanted to say, okay, well, how can we deliver that VIP, that same poolside cabana experience, but at events? So we first talked to event professionals to understand what it takes to execute a successful event. And they named 3 top things. Number one, they actually have to make sure that their event pops. They have to make sure that they exceed client expectations. And then they also have to meet the practical needs, especially when it comes to outdoor events. They have to provide those practical functional elements such as seating and shade, right? And then finally, they don't want to introduce complexity or have to work with a lot of vendors to do this. They want the simplest way to do it as possible. So they want to ideally work with one vendor or as few vendors as they can to execute on an event. But they're solving this problem today. So we really took a look at how. We all know what the plain white event tents look like, right? We've all been to the weddings where you have the plain white tents. Great for weddings, but not so great if you're throwing other events, right? It's a blank canvas. So now the event planners have to spend additional money and time actually sort of upgrading that event and designing that. So that's the budget going through the roof. And then they also told us now to add chairs and tables and so on, that adds complexity again to what they're doing. So now they're at risk again of what we mentioned. What is it mentioned before, was disappointing their clients, right? We don't want to we want to avoid the opportunity or the possibility of those bad reviews, right? So when you introduce that complexity, that's exactly what happens, right? You introduce the possibility of failure. Well, when you look at Sipsy Cabanas, we took a 2-pillar approach to solving the gap. One is providing an all-inclusive full-service solution for our full-service cabanas, and I'll talk about that in a moment. The second being our branded products, looking at the opportunity to actually create branded cabanas and lawn games. So again, I'll talk more about that, but talking about our full-service cabanas, again, we're going to take that VIP experience, that poolside cabana experience, but bring it on site at events. So think about that music festival you're attending. When you buy that, you have a choice between the general admission ticket and the VIP ticket. You're going to spend on that VIP if you see these cabanas sitting out there, right? And again, we're working with the event organizer so that not only do they get the cabana tent, they have the furniture, we're doing the food, the drinks. And again, it's not, full layout of food such as a charcuterie board, right? The premium snacks, the drinks. We also have options to add on, such as a mobile bar. So on site, we'll add a mobile bar onto that VIP experience. For the branded products, the opportunity there is to sell the products to event rental vendors and then direct to consumer. Longer term, future state would be offering the full service cabanas as a franchise model. So let's talk about what we've done so far. We've actually created prototype cabanas. 2 are currently in use. We're building more for paid events. We've had now over 20 paid events. We've also used those events as opportunities to gather design and use case data. We've also been featured on a few of the local TV shows, and we're currently a finalist in the Charlotte Hornets Innovation Summit pitch contest. A little bit about the team. There's just me. That's it. The ends, but in the process of hiring a cabana and did some part-time help. But future state will be scaling pretty quickly to hire some more strategic hires. When we talk about key partnerships and mentorship, we're looking for partnerships in the product design space, especially when it comes to additional customer discovery, and key partnerships around scaling and planning the scaling and key hiring. So if any of those sound good to you, we'd love to partner with you, and we definitely will save a seat in our cabanas for you.